Good morning, all. I'm Kamla from CSC department. I'm explaining about list interface from Java. Okay. Before going to the list interface, first of all, we discuss about collection framework. So, what is a collection framework? Collection represents a single unit of objects, or which is also called as a group of objects. And what is a framework? It provides ready-made architecture. The collection in Java is a framework that provides an architecture to store and manipulate the group of objects. And using this collection, we can perform operations on data such as searching, sorting, insertion, manipulation, and deletion. So this collection framework is represented by the following architecture. So here I have a iterable is a superclass. Under the superclass, I have a collection. This under this collection, I have four or five interfaces are called as list interface, queue interface, DQ interface, set interface, and sorted interface. Okay, today I'm discussing about only the list interface. The list interface is a sub interface of collection interface. Under this list interface, here we have four classes called as array list, linked list, vector, and stack. Okay, before going to all these classes, first of all, we discuss what are the methods we have under this collection interface. So, a few methods from this collection methods are represented by the following uh, table. So, here I have an add method. Add is one method which is used to add the particular element into any of the class. Suppose here just now I explained here under this list interface I have four classes. So using that add method, I can insert the element into the array list or linked list or vector or stack. Okay, so here add is a method which is used to insert an element or a data into that particular collection. Here I have a second method is called as add all. Add all is a method which is used to add one collection into another collection. Observe the difference carefully. Add method is used to add the particular element into one class. And add all method, suppose I want to add the content of array list into linked list. Then here I am going to depending on a method is called as add all. So this add all method adds one collection of data into another collection. Then here I have a method is called remove method. This remove method is used to delete a particular element from a particular class. Next, remove all. Remove all is exactly opposite to add all. To remove one collection from any other collection, then which provides a method is called as remove all. Next here I have a method is called size. This size method is used to count how many number of elements are available in that particular class. Next I have a method is called as clear. Clear is a method which is used to clear or which is used to remove the content or the element or the total number of elements from that particular class. And contains. Contains is a method which is used to search the particular element is available in the list or not. So these are the few important methods which we have under this collection interface. Here now I'm going to explaining about list interface. Okay. In this list interface is a child interface of collection interface. The list interface consists of the four subclasses. So these are called as a array list, linked list, vector, and stack. Now how to implement all these four classes, we'll discuss with one example. So first of all, I'm going to array list. So what is an array list? Array list. So before going to the array list, first of all, we discussed about an array. What is an array? So array is a group of elements of similar data types. Okay, so the drawback of this array means the size of array is fixed size, which cannot be changed during the execution of program. Suppose if you are given array size is int a of 5. So which can accept only the 5 elements, which cannot accept more than 5 elements. Means the implementation of array is static, which cannot grow or shrink at the time of executing the program. But in Java, we have a concept is called as array list. So this array list is a dynamic. So array is a static, whereas array list is a dynamic, which means the size of array can be shrink and grow during the execution of program. That is the advantage of this array list, because we can decrease the size of array or we can increase the size of array dynamically, is called as array list. So these array lists consists of the following methods. So already we discussed in the collection interface few methods. The same methods are available in almost all the classes. So first of all, I have a method is called add method. So this method we already discussed in the collection interface. Add, this is a method adds an object to the array list. So whenever you use add method in this array list, which adds the particular object or the particular element into the array list. For example, suppose if I have obj dot add. Here the obj is nothing but an object of array list. So to insert anything into my array list, I can depend on an object or object of this array list. So suppose I'm assuming this obj is an object of array list, then obj dot add hello. So this particular hello string, hello is a string. This type of data is inserted into the array list at the end of the array list. Now I have a next method is called as add. This add is directly I'm adding the particular element at the end of the array list. And this add method int index object o. So this particular object I'm inserting into the array list at the specified index, means at the specified location I'm inserting element into the array list. But using this method, there is no any position. Directly the element is added at the end of array list. But using this method, we can insert the element wherever we want, or at the desired position the element is added. For example, obj dot add to by. So this by is a string. This thing I'm trying to adding at the location 2. Okay. So in general, in the array, the elements are represented in the location from 0 location to n minus 1. Okay. So here, if you are represented, its index is 2. So this particular string is directly inserted into the location in 2. And the next method I have remove. Remove is a method which removes this particular object from the last position of that array. Suppose here I have obj dot remove Chaitanya. So this particular Chaitanya is removed from my array list. Next, remove int index. So this remove means which removes the element from the last location. And this remove method removes element from the specified index. Suppose if I represent a remove int 2. Okay, suppose if I represent a remove 2, means that 2 location element will be removed. Suppose in the 2 location I inserted the string is called as by, that particular by is deleted from that array list. So these are the few methods of array list. Now we'll discuss how to implement this array list using Java program. Okay, so this entire collection. So just now here we discuss this collection interface is available in a package is called as a java.util package. So because of that, here importing a package is called java.util.star semicolon. Here uh, all the classes what you are using under this collection is available in a package is called util. Here I represent a dot star which represent all the methods which are applicable to that particular classes are included from this util package. Now here I have a class is class array list. So this is the user defined class name. So here I created one program My program name is ArrayList. Begin, then public static void main. So you already know what is the job of this main. Every statement or the execution of the program begins from main itself. Then begin array list. Array list is the list array list class which is available in a list interface. Okay, so this array list here I created one array list by using a keyword is called as array list, and into this array list I'm trying to add in the data type is of string. Array list, its data type is string and its object is list is equal new array list of the string. Okay, so this is the creation of array list. So this is the syntax which is used to creating an array list. Then here my list object is list. In using this list object, I'm trying to adding string type of data into my array list. Okay, list dot add. So we already know what is add method. List dot add. So using this list dot add, I added a string is called as Ravi. So initially my list is empty. My array list is empty. Now after adding this, my list contains first element that is called as a Ravi. After that, here I represented list dot add of Vijay. List dot add of Vijay. So this Vijay is added at the end of Ravi. I already told this add method is adding the elements at the end of the list. Okay, so initially my list is the empty. First of all, I inserted element is called Ravi. After adding this Ravi, suppose if I'm trying to adding second element, this second element is coming after the Ravi. Then next I added one more element, list dot add Raj. So this Raj is coming after the Vijay. Next, list dot add Ajay. So this Ajay is coming after the Raj. Now I want to display all these elements. How to display? To display all these elements, we have a interface is called iterator. So under this iterator interface, I have a method is called iterator method. So iterator is a method which display the elements only in the forward direction. Forward means from the beginning location to end location. But in the reverse, which cannot display. So that is the drawback of this iterator interface. Okay, so using this iterator is one of the interface in this collection framework. So in under this iterator interface, I have a method is called as iterator method. So this iterator method can display the elements from the first element to last element. Now observe here, while and this iterator object is itr, while itr dot has next. Has next is one of the method in this iterator. The job of this has next method which checks is there any content available in this particular object. If it is true, then which is enter into the body of this while loop. Means this has next is a method which checking is the content is available or not. If available, which returns true. Otherwise, which returns false. So S. Here ITR contains 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. S. The condition is true. Has next because it contains an element. So which simply returns true. If it is true, which is coming inside of the while loop, then system.out.println ITR dot next. So the first element from my list is Ravi. Ravi is displayed. After displaying the Ravi, then ITR dot next. After displaying the Ravi, which is moving to the next element in the list. What is the next element in the list? The next element in the list is Vijay. Then again coming here, once it is over, then taking the next element, again coming here, then checking the condition, has next. ITR dot has next means this has next checking, is there any content in the ITR? Not. Yes. ITR contains out of 4, 1 is over, it contains remaining 3 elements. Yes, the condition is true. Again coming down, then which is displaying the second data. The second data is nothing but a Vijay. So after printing that Vijay, then again which is moving to the next element. The next element in my list is which is selecting by using a method is called next method. So using this next method, which is taking the next element from ITR. So the next element from the ITR is Raj. And again coming to the loop, ITR dot has next. Yes, the condition once again true because this ITR contains two more elements. Condition is true. Again coming down, displaying the next element is Raj. After that, which is using this next method, getting one more element from the ITR, going up in the up again checking the condition, has next, ITR dot has next. Yes, ITR contains one more element is called Ajay. Condition is true. Coming down, then again system dot out dot println, printing the last element. Last element is nothing but a Ajay. Then again, which after printing, which is taking the next, using this next method, getting one more element from ITR, but ITR is already empty. There is no more elements. And going up, checking the condition. ITR dot has next, but ITR is doesn't contains any elements, which is empty. So the has next method returns here false. Once it returns false, this condition never entered into the while loop. So which is exiting from the while. So like that, we can implement or we can insert element into a array. Okay, so after this, here I use one more statement is called list dot add 2 comma Vinay. So before this statement, so these are the four elements I added and these four elements I displayed here. Okay, after that, here I represented one more statement is called to Vinay. This Vinay is added at the location 2. Okay, after adding this, again my list is list increase the size from 4 elements to 5 elements. Now the size of array list is 5 elements. Now once again I'm trying to display elements from my list. Now how to display it? Again here I'm writing list dot iterator. ITR is equal to list dot iterator. Iterator method getting collection of data from this list and popping into ITR object. Okay, while ITR dot has next. Yes, condition is true because this ITR contains total 5 elements. This 4 elements and this is the 5th element. Condition is true. Printing all the elements in sequential. See, this Ravi, Vijay, Raj, Ajay and Vinay. Raj, Ajay, and Vinay. So these are the 5 elements. Ravi. Okay, sorry. Here, the Vinay we inserted at the location second. So before inserting Vinay, we in the second location we have an element is called Vijay. After inserting Vinay into the second location, that Vijay is going to the third location. So like that, we can insert element into at any position. So this is about the implementation of array list. Now the next concept is linked list from our list interface. Okay, so what is the use of this linked list or what are the advantage of linked list? In general, in C language, we have both array and linked list. So in the array, we already discussed what are the drawbacks of array. Array is nothing but it is a static implementation. The size of array, we cannot shrink and grow during the execution of program. But using this linked list, we can directly increase the size and decrease the size during the execution of program because this linked list is a dynamic implementation. So the linked list is also one of the class under the list interface, which is also similar to array list, where the implementation of this linked list follows, the display of this traverse of linked list follows the insertion order, and this linked list is also called as a double linked list. So the linked list follows the technique is called as a double linked list. So the job of this double linked list means we can insert the elements from forward direction, also from backward direction. Similarly, we can traverse in both the ways, front to end and similarly end to beginning. So that is the advantage of this double linked list. Now, what are the methods we have under this double linked list. So these are the few methods we have under this double linked list. The first one is add method. Till now we discussed add method. You know what is the job of this add method. Add method is used to add the element in the particular index, or add method is used to add the element at the end of list. Now I have here add all. Add all method is used to add the entire collection into another collection. Here I have one more method is called add first. Add first is a method which is adding the element in the first location. Add last, which adds the element in the last location. Clear, which is used to clear the entire element from the list. Next is the clone. Clone is a method which is used to return the Xerox copy or shallow copy of that particular linked list. Contains. Contains is a method which is used to search the particular element is available in the linked list or not. Next, descending iterator. Descending iterator is a method. In the previous array list, I discussed iterator. So iterator can display elements only in the forward direction. But in this linked list, we have a method is called descending iterator. So using this descending iterator, we can also display elements in backward direction. Okay, so that is the advantage of linked list. Whereas in array list, we don't have descending iterator. Because of that, we can display elements only in one direction. But in the linked list, we have a descending iterator also, so that we can display the elements in both the direction. Because of that, this linked list follows a technique is called as double linked list. The next method is called peek method. This method retrieves but does not remove. Okay, so peek is one method which retrieves the element from the list but which cannot remove the element from the list. Poll. This method retrieves and removes the head elements. So this peek method means which simply retrieves but does not remove. Poll method means which simply remove the head element or the first element from the list. Now we'll discuss with one example program how to implement linked list. Okay, so here again I have import java.util. So I already explained util is a package. Under this util we have all these linked list interfaces. Now public class, my class name is linked. Public static void main stringers. The execution of the program begins from main only. Now I created a linked list. In previous program, up to here I written the same code. After main, I written array list because there I implemented array list program. Now here I implemented linked list. So I created linked list by using a syntax linked list class name. Into this linked list, I'm adding or I'm storing the elements of string type. Its object is equal new linked list of string type. So this is the syntax to create a linked list. So I create a linked list. My object of linked list is AL. So through AL only I can insert element into linked list. So to add element into linked list, what are the methods we have? Just now we discussed a few methods. These are the methods we have under this linked list. So using this add method, I'm trying to adding elements into linked list. So here I have a add. So al dot add. Using this add method, I added a string is called as Ravi. Next, I added Vijay. Next, I added Raju. Then after adding these three names, then I added al dot add first. Before using this method, my first element in the list is Ravi. After using this method, my first name in the list is Nigam. So this Nigam is coming top of the Ravi. Then al dot add last. So before using this method, my end element in the list is Raju. Now my end element in the list is Ricky because this Ricky element I added at the end of the list. Then al dot add Ajay. So this al dot add Ajay. So after adding Ricky, I added one more element is called add Ajay. Then here I used one more statement al dot remove first. So who is the first element from my list? Nigam. Nigam is the first element. The first element I removed from my list. Then here I have a method is called al dot remove last. So who is the last element from the list? First to last is Raju. After adding this Ricky is the last element. After adding Ajay, Ajay is the last element. So that the Ajay is removed. Remove last element. So Ajay is removed. Then AL dot remove 2 means the second location element is removed. Who is the second location element? Nigam is the first location element. Second location element is Ravi. Ravi is removed. Okay. Again, now after doing all these additions and subtractions, then I'm trying to displaying my list. Okay. So now observe to display the elements. Again, I'm going to depending on iterator interface. Under this iterator interface, I have a method is called iterator. So this iterator method getting data from AL. AL is nothing but a object of linked list. So getting data from linked list and storing into ITR. So this ITR contains total how many objects we are stored at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 additions, then 1, 2, 3. We removed 3 elements. So finally, in our final output, we'll get only the 3 elements because my complete list contains 6 elements, but after inserting 6 elements, I deleted 3 times. So that final elements contains only the 3. Okay, ITR while ITR dot has next. So the size of ITR, you already know the size of ITR is nothing but a 3 elements as the condition is true. Coming down, system dot out dot println. So out dot println means which is going to printing uh, Ravi. Ravi we deleted. So which instead of Ravi, which is going to printing Vijay. Okay. My first element from the list is Vijay because Ravi, first element is the Nigam. Nigam we deleted. After that, the second location element is Ravi. Using this statement, we deleted Ravi. So we don't, this Ravi is not available in the list. So the first element from the list is we have only the Vijay. So Vijay is displayed. Then again, ITR dot next. So again, which is going to getting the next element from the list. The next element from the list is Raju. Again, we are checking the condition. ITR dot next. Yes, condition is true because from the 3 elements, 1 element is displayed. The ITR contains 2 more elements. Condition is true. Coming down and displaying the next element is Raju. And using this ITR dot next, which is moving to the next element in the list. And again coming here, taking the condition. Condition is true. And once again coming down and displaying the next element is Vicky. And again moving to the next element, but then there is no next element because ITR contains 3 elements, all the 3 are over. Now this ITR contains 0 and coming here, checking the condition, ITR dot has next false, condition is false, which is exiting from the while loop. So this is about the implementation of linked list class. Now we'll move to the next class. The next class, in this list interface, we have a vector class. So what is the job of this vector class? Vector class. So vector class is the one of the class under the list interface, and this vector is similar to array list. So what is the array list? Array list, it can insert the elements dynamically. We can insert and delete elements from the array list. The same concept is implemented in vector. But what is the main difference between this vector and array list? Vector contains more methods than array list. So the methods what are available in the collection framework is all applicable to vector, and also the vector class contains its own methods. Okay, so this is about vector class. Again under this vector class, we have few more methods called as add method. This add, in all of the this method is already discussed in the previous classes. Add all method. This method also we know. because this method adding the entire collection of one class into another class. Next is the capacity method, which is used to get the current capacity of this vector. Next, contains all. This contains all is returns true if the vector contains all the elements in the specified collection. So, before this contains all, here we have a method is called contains. Contains method is used to search that particular element is available in the list or not. Contains all means we are checking that particular collection is available in this vector collection or not. For that, we are using a method is called contains all. The next method is called sort method. The sort method is used to sort the elements in a specific order. So these are the few methods of vector class. Now, how to implement this vector class? We'll discuss with one example program. Okay, as usual, import java.util package public class. My class name is vector el. I written instead of this el. Okay, my class name is vector list. Okay, my class name is vector list and public static void main string args vector. The predefined class in the list interface is vector. Now here I'm trying to implement creating my vector class. So which can be created by the following syntax. Vector string, because into this vector I'm trying to adding the data is of string type, and its object v is equal new vector string. Here you already know the new is an operator which is used to create the object to that particular class. Okay, so this is the vector class and its object is v. To add anything into the vector, we can add through v only. So to add the element into this vector, just now we discussed we have few methods. One of the best method is called as add method. Using add method only, we can add the element at the end of vector class. V dot add Ayush. So this initially the vector is empty. Into this empty vector, I added first element is called as Ayush. So this Ayush is added at the end of vector. Next, V dot add Amit. This Amit is added at the end of Ayush. V dot add Ashish. This Ashish is added at the end of second element, that is Amit. Next element is Garima. This name is added at the end of Ashish. Now, like any other class, array or linked list class, the implementation of vector class is also same. Again, you are also using the same method is called as a iterator method, which is available in the iterator interface. Okay, this iterator interface, here I'm trying to display the elements are of string type because of my data type here represented string. Its object itr is equal to v dot itr. So this iterator method getting all the content from v. Under this v, how many elements we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 elements are available in v, and this entire content is copied to itr. Now all the 4 elements are available in itr. Now coming here, while itr dot has next. I already told has next is a method which returns true if this ITR contains an element, which returns false if the ITR doesn't contain any elements. Okay, so according to this while loop, if this condition is true, then only which is executing this statement, otherwise which is exiting from the program. Okay, here has next ITR dot has next yes, the condition is true. Then coming down, displaying the statement. So what is the statement which is going to display? Ayush. Ayush is displayed. After that, ITR dot next. So the cursor is moving to the next location element. The next location element in my vector is Amit. Okay, then again here while itr dot has next s condition once again true, because my list contains 4 elements. Out of 4 elements, 1 element is already displayed. The remaining data it contains 3. The condition is true. Coming down, then system dot out dot println third second location element Amit is displayed. After that, cursor is moving to the next location. The next location element is Ashish. And again, coming to the loop and checking the condition itr dot has next is true. Once again, it is true. And coming down, displaying the third element and going to the last element. Last element is the Garima. And again, going back to the loop, checking the condition itr dot has next is true. Once again, coming down, displaying the last element Garima, then itr dot next, moving to the next element, but the list is empty. There is no more elements after this Garima, and going up to this loop. itr dot has next. Yes, the condition is false now because itr is contains 4 elements. So all the 4 elements are displayed. Now it is decremented from uh, to 0. It is decremented to 0. So which returns false, which is exiting from this while loop, and this is the output of this vector class. So this is about the third class of list interface. Now the last class of list interface is stack class. So you already know the job of stack. Stack is a data structure where the elements insertion and deletion can be done at one end only. That end is called as a top of the stack. So generally, the elements inserted into the stack is called as last in, first out data structures. Okay, so what are the methods we have under this stack class? So the few methods or few important methods we have under this stack class are push method, pop method, peek method, empty, search, push. So just now I explained stack contains only one opener. From that two opener only we can insert element and we can delete element. So the inserting element into stack is called as a push operation. Okay, in previous classes, to adding element into the class, there we have an add method. But coming to the stack, here we have a push method. Using push method only, we can insert an element into stack, or we can add an element into stack. After this, we have next method is called pop. In previous classes, we have a method is called remove method. The remove method is used to remove the element from the remove element from that particular class. But here we have a pop. Pop is a method which is used to remove element from the stack class. The next method is called as peek. Peek is method which returns the element on the top of the stack but does not remove, means which retrieves the topmost element from the stack but it does not remove. Next, empty. It returns true if nothing is on the top of the stack, else returns false. Empty means which is going to checking the stack. If the stack contains any elements, then which returns true. If it doesn't contains any elements, then it returns false. Now the next method is search. In previous classes, we have a method is called contains. Contains is a method which is used to search that particular element is available in the class or not. But in this stack class, we have a method is called search method. The job of the search is which is used to search that particular element is available in the stack or not. If the element is available, which returns true. If the element is not available, then which returns false. Okay, means which returns negative values. False means which returns the negative values. So these are the few methods of stack class. Now we'll explain how to implement this stack class with one example Java program. Okay, import java.util package, because all these classes are available in a package is called as a util. Because of that, here I written my class name is uh, my package name is java.util. Here I'm trying to writing my class name is stack list. Okay, my class name is stack list. Public static void main string ops. Okay, here using this syntax, I created a stack class. Stack, into this stack, I'm trying to storing the data of string type.
and this stack object is small stack. Here I given a variable name is stack small letters. This is a stack capital letters. In Java, the class always start with a capital letter. So because of that, I given here capital letter. So this keyword is different from this keywords because Java is a case sensitive language. You already know, which means the uppercase characters are different from the lowercase characters. Stack and its object stack is equal to new stack string. Okay, so using this object only, I can add or I can insert the elements into my stack. In previous method, to add elements into that particular class, we have a add method. But in the stack class, we have a method is called push. Okay, stack dot push. So using this object, I'm trying to pushing element into my stack class. Stack dot push Ayush. So this Ayush is inserted into uh, top of the stack. Initially, the stack is empty. After adding this element, top of the stack of my stack is Ayush. And after that, stack dot push uh, okay. So I'm pushing some name is called Ganga. So this Ganga is coming top of the stack. Before this element, the top of the stack is Ayush. After adding this element, this Ganga is coming on the top of Ayush. So the Ganga is the topmost element in the stack. Now here I added one more element. Stack dot push Amit. This Amit is coming on the top of the stack. Observe carefully. So the first inserted element is going to the bottom. The second inserted element is coming top of the first. And the third inserted element is coming on the top of the stack. Because the stack contains only the one opener, from that opener only we can insert the element. So the first inserted element is going down and the next inserted element is coming on the top of the first element. Next inserted element is coming on the top of the second element. So like that we can implement a stack. Okay, now I added Amit. Amit is coming on the top of Ganga. Next I added or I pushed next element is called Ashish. Ashish is coming on the top of Amit. Next, I inserted or I pushed the element is called Garima. This element or this particular string is coming on the top of Ashish. Now, stack dot pop. Pop is a method which is used to remove element from the top of the stack. So, after adding all these elements, who is the top of the stack? Garima is the top of the element. So, this top of the element is removed first. So the topmost element is removed first is called as a stack. Stack is nothing but a first in, first out. The last inserted element is deleted first. So using this pop method, we deleted the last inserted element is called Garima. Garima is deleted. After adding and deletions, I'm trying to display my stack elements. So what are the stack elements I have in my stack? So again, I have interface is called iterator, which is of displaying elements of string type. Its object is itr is equal stack dot iterator. Iterator is a method which is getting data from this particular object and copying into itr. Now ITR contains how many elements? How many elements we are added into the stack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But using this pop, this element is deleted. So in this ITR, the count of ITR is 1, 2, 3, 4 only. Okay, coming to this while loop, ITR dot has next S condition is true because ITR contains 4 elements. Then system dot out dot println ITR dot next. So first of all, printing the topmost element. Who is the topmost element? The topmost element is Ashish because the topmost element is actually Garima, but you have already deleted Garima. So then the topmost element is Ashish. So first of all, which is displaying the Ashish, then going up because ITR dot next. So this next method getting next element from ITR. So what is the next element from ITR? Amit. And coming here, ITR dot next, taking the condition. Yes, condition is true because there is an element in the stack. So then which is going to display the next topmost element. So what is the next topmost element? Amit. The next topmost element is Amit. Then again itr dot next. After displaying the Amit, again moving to the next element. So the next element in the list is Ganga, and again coming to the while loop, itr dot has next. Yes, condition is true because we have two more elements in the stack. Condition is true, coming down, and the next element in the stack is Ganga. Ganga is displayed. After that, itr dot next, which is moved to the next element. Next element in the stack is Ayush. Then going back, checking the condition, itr dot has next. Yes, the condition is true because this itr contains one more element. Condition is true. Coming down, then displaying system dot out dot println itr dot next. So the last element, Ayush. So observe output exactly reverse to the input. So that is the implement. This is one of the application of stack. So the application of stack is nothing but getting the reverse order. So the insertion order is Ayush, Ganga, Amit, Ashish, and Garima. But here you are deleted Garima, and the output is first of all we are getting Ashish, then Amit, then Ganga, then Ayush. So this is about the implementation of stack. So these are the four classes how we are implemented. Uh, Four classes we implemented in list interface using the collection framework. Okay, thank you.